A bounty hunter, originally facing nearly a dozen serious charges, is officially sentenced to just 5 years in prison. We first brought you this story at the top of the hour, and now we want to take this further in depth. That 5 years is just a fraction of the time prosecutors were originally intending when this case was filed.
Denver7 Investigates told you about this case in August. Jesse Wagner is his name, and the report uncovered a lack of oversight for bounty hunters here in Colorado. Denver7 investigative reporter Natalie Chuck in the courtroom today for sentencing. Boy, prosecutors didn't hold back today.
Absolutely not, Shannon and Jessica. The deputy district attorney on this case verbatim said that this man believes he is above the law. Even though the victim in this case was not present at the sentencing, prosecutors wanted to put on record that even though this is not the outcome they were expecting, it is not because the evidence was not there to back up the victim's claims. We sat down with the victim for an anonymous interview. She detailed her experience with Jesse Wagner. In it, she claimed he held her hostage, kept tabs on her around the clock, and sexually assaulted her after he was hired as a bounty hunter to find her. He was originally charged with kidnapping, extortion, and unlawful sexual contact. In the end, Wagner pleaded guilty to only 2 felonies: possession of a weapon by a previous offender and illegal use of a stun gun. Wagner already has several felony convictions on his record from out in California.
The defendant engages in a repeated pattern suggestive of the idea that he believes himself to be above the law in a lot of respects and acts in this capacity as a bounty hunter without regard for what law enforcement actually looks like.
Wagner has spent nearly the last 2 years in Jefferson County Jail for this case. He will serve 3 more in prison after this sentencing, but he has outstanding felony charges in San Diego right now. So the district attorney there confirmed to me they plan on extraditing him to continue prosecuting that case, you guys.
And Natalie, this is not a one-off. The investigative team has learned there are other instances of bounty hunters accused of abusing their power in Colorado.
Absolutely, and the cases, they just keep coming. This is just a little clip from an ongoing trial we've been keeping track of this entire past week. The defendant in this case is also a bounty hunter. He is accused of kidnapping a man and taking him to a hotel room. We learned he was recently out on bond and picked up for a charge in Denver. He's accused of assault causing serious bodily injury while he was once again acting as a bounty hunter in Denver back in December. We actually sat down with Colorado's Department of Regulations for an interview on this the other week. And a good way to think about this, you guys, is that this lack of oversight means if you have a bad interaction with a bounty hunter and say you want to file a complaint about it, there is literally no way for you to properly report it to the state because there are no regulations.
Shocking.
All right, Natalie, we know you have more reporting planned on this in the coming weeks. We look forward to that as well. Thanks so much tonight. Now, if you have a tip you want Natalie and the Denver7 Investigates team to look into, call them anytime, 303-832-TIPS, or if you prefer, you can email denver7.com.